Hi guys, I'm Kat. Welcome back to my channel, Catadactyl. Today I am doing my most anticipated reads for July. I have 5 books for you today, and let's go ahead and get right on into it. So the first book I'd like to talk about is out July 12th, and it is Everything Under by Daisy Johnson. So in this one we follow Gretel, who is a lexicographer who updates dictionary entries, and words are really everything. Ever since her childhood, where she was raised on a canal boat by her kind of eccentric mother, they created their own language. And she finds out something has happened and she must go back to visit her memories of the past and that time that they lived on the canal boat and a boy came upstream along with another creature. So I believe that this is also based on an ancient classic myth, and I think it is just eerie, and the cover is stunning, and I cannot wait to read this one. If you guys are also anticipating this one, let me know, because I will probably be immediately buying it and would love to do some buddy reading. So the next one is out July 24th, and it is I Am Still Alive by Kate Alice Marshall. And I'm just chuckling because the author's name is Kate, which is close to my name, and the main character of this is Jess, which is my sister's name, so it's a little weird. So in this one we follow Jess, who hasn't seen her off-grid father in over a decade, but when her mother is killed in a car crash, she is forced to go and live in her father's cabin in the woods, totally off-grid, in kind of the wilderness. And when the past comes calling, it leaves her father dead and the house burned down, I believe, and Jess must flee into the wilderness and find a way to survive and also to get revenge for her father's death. So again, like I've said many a time before, this sounds like my absolute darling, vaguely, and I want to be a part of it. So if you guys have read this, I know that there are ARCs out. I have seen people haul them and I'm so jealous. I'm wondering if it's good. If you've read it, please let me know down below. I'm really interested in it, and like I said, my absolute darling vibes, I'm here for it. So next up is a book out July 26th, and it is Suicide Club by Rachel Heng. So in this one we follow Leah Kirino, who is a lifer, and in this world of near future New York City, some genetic mutations allow certain people to be able to live for life if they care for their body in a certain way. Take supplements, exercise lightly, and so on. So she is a lifer, and she has been a trader in the stock market for a very long time. She's doing very well. She has a partner that revels in her genetic perfection until one day when she sees her estranged father on the street and finds out about his part in the Suicide Club, which is a club for people who want to die in their own way and take back their own life, essentially giving meaning to life by having death. And so I just think this is an absolute stunning idea, and I'm really intrigued by anything that is like body mods and dystopian futuristic, where it seems like a utopian but it's probably dystopian, and so on. So I am really looking forward to this. I also love the cover and I can't wait to check it out. So the next book on this list is also out on the 26th of July, and it is a complete departure from everything I was just talking about. It is, I believe, a non-fiction about a woman's attempt at raising bees. So it is A Honeybee Heart Has 5 Openings by Helen Jukes. Isn't that just the most lovely title you've ever heard in your life? Helen is living a life of office grind, and she feels really dissatisfied about where she lives and how she's living her life. As she's trying to figure out how to make a change for the positive, her friends give her a colony of bees. So this is the account of Helen's year of beekeeping, and the blurb says, "But what does it mean to keep wild creatures? In learning about the bees, what can she learn of herself? And can traveling inside the hive free her outside of it?" So this one is not normally what I would read, but I think there are a few factors here which are bringing it home for me. So I read H is for Hawk by Helen McDonald last year, I believe, or 2 years ago, and it's about falconry, and I loved that one. So anything where it's, I think, people trying to find themselves by raising an animal, I find really intriguing. Also, in the Elementary TV series, he also raises a beehive. So ever since then I've been really intrigued by the idea, and also of how bees are raised, because bees are how we pollinate fruit and flowers, so they are very important. So I think that this would be a really great read, and I think it would be really fascinating to see about her life and about the life of bees. And for some reason I just keep wanting to say The Secret Life of Bees, which is also a great book if you haven't read it, but Yeah, anyway, moving on to the last book. So the last book is out July 31st, and it is Sea Witch by Sarah Henning. So in this one we follow Evie, who is mourning the death of her best friend Anna. And as she is doing so, she is being cast out and shunned by the villagers as a witch, because as her friend was dying, she was doing everything she could to try and keep her friend alive, until one day when Evie sees off the coast a girl who looks identical to her friend Anna. Yet the girl cannot spend that much time on land, and things seem to be holding the other girl back, and she won't admit that she's really Anna. And as both girls come to find a friendship again, there's also something to do with two princes, and the story goes from there. So I think that it is obviously a Little Mermaid retelling, and as always, I'm a sucker for retellings in general, especially Little Mermaid / Siren retellings. I am hoping to hear some reviews. I've seen people haul arcs, but I haven't heard that many reviews, and I haven't heard anything about it yet. So when the time comes, I might just go in blind if no one has said anything. But if you guys have read it, please do let me know. Actually, if you guys have read any of these books, please do let me know so I could get a feel for it, so other people could get a feel for it. And if any of these books appeal to you, do let me know so we can chat in the comments. I would love to hear from you. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up or hit the subscribe button. It would really mean a lot. And without further ado, I hope you guys are having a most lovely of days, and I will chat to you guys later. Toodles!